What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, VampEV. This could be the name of this channel, at least for now. The whole goal is to cover like EV topics, things like that. So what we're going to be doing today for the first video, so again, I hope to have like a lot of EV related content, not just like Tesla. Hence with this, we got the Porsche Taycan. I think I said that right. I'm not entirely sure. This is too rich for my taste. But we're gonna be watching the video, Porsche Taycan 4S and turbo review by CarWow. A lot of people are like really excited that they finally did it. So we're just gonna be like watching that, reacting to that. I'm gonna just get out there. I absolutely love Tesla. 100% huge Elon Musk fanboy, but I do love this car, the Porsche Taycan. I think it's beautiful. I really liked when I watched the unveiling of it. And they had that white version with, I think it was the yellow brakes. Beautiful. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not a complete hater against it. I definitely think that it's got its own target of people. Unfortunately, I'm not in that, but I do like it. Like, oh, here it is right there. I think that's the one. It's a beautiful car. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing, even before into it, they got it in the snow, which I think is really cool because, like, I don't even know if it's all-wheel drive, but...
Hi everyone, Matt Watson here from CarWow. Yeah, look, it really is me. I'm just having to wrap up warm because I'm in the Arctic Circle, which is where Santa lives, with the new Porsche Taycan. Now,
Porsche Taycan. Okay, so you can just say Porsche. I thought people wanted it to be like Porsche. I don't know, I've always said Porsche, but I've heard both ways. I don't want to offend anybody. So they're definitely, that's a European license plate. They're in the snow. I wonder if that's a purpose. I love what they do with the headlights. So I don't personally like the original headlights. The little circle ones, I know that's like their thing, but I don't like it. I absolutely love this one. I love the whole front end.
now, electric cars aren't supposed to be very good in low temperatures, but I want to prove that theory wrong with this car. And to do that, I'm going to see what its performance is like.
That makes sense now.
Make sure it's as fun as a Porsche should be.
Okay.
Do I look
I could
like
never
I'm
do
not
that.
enjoying myself? See what it feels like inside. It's just like a 911.
Look, I love the interior
design. That's pure art, darling. See how quickly you can charge it.
Paused on the toilet.
And of course, poke it with a frozen stick. Yeah! Now, before we get into this review, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on so you're alerted when we make a new upload. Also, why don't you check out the new CarWow app, and you can download it by clicking on the pop-out banner up there. You can compare cars, deals, finance offers, and use our special car valuation tool to see how much a car is actually worth. Now, because we're in the Arctic Circle, there's not much daylight, about 2.5 hours, so I've really got to rattle through this review before it gets dark. So, let's crack on.
CarWow.
Let's start this review with an acceleration test. So I'm sat in the Taycan Turbo S and it has 625 horsepower. Then when you put it into launch control, it has 761 horsepower. I want to see how quick it is over the standing quarter mile, so I've got my specialist timing gear up here. The only problem is the fact that the road is made pretty much of ice, so very little grip. I do have studded tyres though. It's going to be quite slippery and quite scary, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put the car into launch by going
That's
to
so
Sport Plus.
cool. I love the interior. I'm a huge fan of the Model 3s is okay. I see what they did with it, and I definitely think like it has its place. But I really I like displays, and they definitely knocking it out of the park with it.
Mode, left foot on the brake, floor the throttle, it'll give me launch mode. You even get a little rumble like you're in launch mode in a normal combustion engine car. They can turn that off if you want it completely silent.
That's cool. Some people like that. People like Hemis, apparently.
Anyway, let's see what time I'm going to do.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't know what a Hemi is.
It's probably not going to be quite as good as it would be if I was on dry tarmac. But hey, this is in the name of science. Let's do it.
And that's one thing. Sorry to interrupt this man here, but the huge thing is that EVs are bad, and originally they were, But they've definitely, like, battery technology, all that has come definitely way farther. And there's still some, like, noticeable, like, degradation, I guess to say. This is probably the bad word for it, but you do see a slight decrease in performance, but nothing insane, you know? Nothing like what it used to be. At least that's, like, what I've gathered from everything. I don't own one.
Oh, struggling for traction. But then we are on ice. Oh, my God. It's just all over the place. Whoa! This is insane. That's it. Brake, brake, brake! God damn it, brake! Brake, brake!
Man said stop.
Right, let's see what we got. Standing quarter mile in 14.2 seconds, which is about the same that my Porsche 911 996 3.4 would do the standing quarter mile in. So that's progress for you. Not bad doing that kind of time on this slippery, icy surface.
Look at that. That display is beautiful.
Scary. I've jumped out of the Taycan Turbo S and I'm now in the car which will be the biggest seller. It's the entry-level 4S. It starts from £83,000 and for that you get a 79 kilowatt hour battery which is good for a range of around 407 kilometers. It's also got...
Let's talk about their EPA. Okay, so one thing was the EPA range was released at 201 miles and everybody's been like losing their mind over that. Granted, it is not horrible, but for what you're paying, it is. But you're still, you know, you're buying that Porsche engineering, that Porsche driving feel. That, and then also it doesn't have like any driver assist. Like that's the thing for me. I hate driving. I don't like it. I figured like maybe, you know, if I owned a Tesla, I would. That's why I haven't like really like gotten EV at all yet. Like, you know, you can get a Leaf for really cheap. But I haven't done that just on the fact that you can get... I want the driver assist things. I want all those safety features. But yeah, 201 miles is still plenty for a good number of people, especially since it isn't a daily driver car, or at least for the average person who's going to buy it, it isn't going to be their daily driver. So still, it's definitely less than they anticipated. However, it isn't anything detrimental. You know, yes, Tesla has more range. And that's something that I'm like really excited for in the future too, but we'll save that for another time.
Got 435 horsepower, though on launch control mode, you do have 530 horsepower. This particular car actually has the Performance Battery Plus upgrade, which is almost £5,000, so you're talking £88,000. Then you have a 93 kilowatt hour battery, which is good for 463 kilometers. You also have 490 horsepower and 571 on launch control. So what
launch control sounds like
what this car's range is really like. I've set a destination is the sat nav. It's 25 kilometers.
I feel like they made launch control just to give it like a better range and not just offer it like that all the time. Or maybe it's just to mimic that Tesla thing where Tesla has the chill, ludicrous, all that. Maybe it's just to mimic that. My thoughts.
Away.
Let me know yours in the comment section below.
I've got 88% of battery remaining. I'm going to see how much battery I have left when I arrive at my destination. So we'll just cut that boring travelling bit out and I'll catch you in a moment. Right, and I'm about to arrive at my destination and I've got 83% of battery remaining, which means I've used 6% of the battery to go 25 kilometers, which when you do the maths means that the range for a full battery would work out to just over 400 kilometers, which isn't too bad when you consider that we're in these really cold conditions.
Alright, put math right here. Math on what that is in miles, because I live in America.
And I'm driving on snow with winter tyres, which has increased rolling resistance. So this car is actually very good at managing its battery temperature, so it keeps it warmed up so that when you're driving in the cold, it doesn't really matter all that much.
Right, and Teslas, I think now, like for like supercharging, like if you put it in the car, it'll like preheat to like optimal temperature for your car to charge, which is great. Like battery heating is a thing, and it's pretty good. Again, you still will see like some result, but it's nothing insane. I think Sean Mitchell actually did a thing covering it because he lives in Colorado. That man makes great videos. I remember when I first watched one of his, it was like 2K, not even.
What does matter is that this car gives good performance. Put your foot down and it does take off. It may have less performance than the turbo, but it's easily quick enough. So 0 to 60 is about 4 seconds, which is less than a Tesla Model 3 Performance. Also, the Tesla Model 3 Performance has a better range than this car. Yeah, it's about £30,000 less. And if you click on the pop-out banner up there, you can watch my full in-depth video review of the Tesla Model 3 Performance. However, I don't think the Tesla is as comfy to drive. This car has air suspension as standard and it's really good over bumps. It's also super quiet. Obviously, being electric, you've got no engine noise. Also, it's got really good sound insulation, so you don't really pick up many outside noises, which you sometimes do in electric cars.
I'm going to say this. That's something that a lot of people say, that the Model 3 could be quieter. That's something that I've definitely picked up a lot on. But, so that's cool.
Can hear a little bit of a rumble from the suspension,
Beautiful.
But that's because the ice is fairly bumpy.
Beautiful.
But that really is about it. It's rather nice to drive. Anyway, that's the sensible bit over. Let's do something a little bit more entertaining. People think that electric cars aren't fun other than fast acceleration in a straight line. But everyone knows that Porsches are fun. So let's see what Porsche has done with this Taycan. So I'm going to put the driving mode into Sports Plus, so stiffer suspension, heavier steering. We've also got a sharper throttle response, and in normal mode the car has 50-50 power distribution, but now in Sport Plus it's more rear drive bias, so we should be able to have some skids.
That's really sweet. The fact that they display all of that for you is really nice. I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love that. How it showed, you know, where the power is. I definitely think that that's amazing. I would love to watch that. I know you shouldn't watch that while you're driving, but I would love to be able to see where like the power is coming from. I don't know what situation in my life I would actually want that in, but I think it's really cool to see.
Plus, it's more rear drive bias, so we should be able to have some skids. I'm going to turn the stability control all the way off.
I don't know what stability control is.
Turning in, give it some power. Now the difference between this and a normal, let's say a rear-wheel drive car with a petrol engine, is that you drift slightly differently. So you don't counter steer straight away. You turn, you apply power, and you have to keep applying power
that's so
with
cool to
the
watch.
wheel turned in to do the drift, otherwise it won't drift, because as you're turning in like that, it's sending power to the rear wheels, and then only at the last minute do you counter steer, because then the car knows to send power to the front wheels to drag you straight. It does take a while to get.
That's really sweet. Like, there is definitely, like, there's tech in there, okay? I don't know what it is, but I like it because it's continually to distribute about, because I guess it's a mode on the car. And I just drive a regular car. I drive a Nissan Maxima. And nothing intense there. It's a 2001. And that's insane. So, like, you know, like, we're out here. I've by no means own a Tesla or, unfortunately, any electric vehicle. I did look at a Chevy Bolt. Yeah. I think you get, like, I've seen like a 2015 for like $10,000, and I was like, well, that's not terrible. But at the same time, you know, like, if I'm gonna get something, I want that driver assist from the Tesla, and I'm just waiting for those to become slightly more affordable. But that's insane. Like, that's so cool. Like, how it knows to like switch between that. I don't even know how long it's been on cars, but let's go.
Your mind round it, because what I'd normally do now is probably stab the throttle a bit harder, but because we've got electric power, the power comes in straight away, and normally I'd be counter steering now, but I'm not. Otherwise I'd destroy my drift. Now I'm counter steering to pull the car straight, so it's much later that you counter steer.
I don't know how to drift.
In a normal rear drive combustion engine car. Is it fun?
That's so cool.
What do you reckon?
Look at that. That's a
Do
smile.
I look like I'm not enjoying myself? Once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. Conclusion then.
Absolutely.
This is good fun. No two
I
ways
believe
about it.
It's probably like
They
a
have
super
made the
fun car to drive still.
Fun
Which is
to
what,
drive.
that's one thing that everybody with Tesla say, is that it's a really fun car to drive, that a lot of people have started to love driving. I think Porsches are supposed to be like, it's like, word on the street is that they're driver's cars. So definitely, like, you know, if you love the drive, I don't, but I still want one, no lie. Spoilers for the end of the video. Like, if I had vast amounts of money, I would 100% buy one of these. Like, years 2030, I could probably buy one of these.
Woo, that was a biggie. And I think that is enough of that. Let's talk about the design. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. I love the look of the Taycan. The back.
I love it too. It is absolutely beautiful all the way around. And I'm a sedan guy. You got the 4 doors. It's just a really sleek design. You got the really nice front. The great, like, the headlights, it just brings the car together. Just like on the Model 3, like the Model 3 is like a really cartoony looking is what I see. I still love it. I still love it, but I really like the Taycan too. It's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, like, you know, I really hope somebody who is like wants that light flex but doesn't have vast amounts of wealth buys like the $80,000 ones. I think that's what it is. I know, like, in pounds it usually converts to about the same, not like actual conversion rates. I know, like, here in the US it's going to be like $80,000, a little bit more for the lowest of the low. Super customizable. So I'm hoping a couple people get those like regular base ones and end up getting rid of them, and then in like 4 or 5 years I might be able to buy one.
End especially is really 911-y with these wide haunches. This light bar is super cool.
Beautiful. Love it. And the green, okay, I love green. Spoilers, headphones gave it away.
This is the 4S, the entry-level version, so you've got the badging there to denote that, and also the 4S has a black rear diffuser. Moving down the sides, it starts off with 19-inch alloy wheels. These are the optional 20 aero wheels, which help reduce drag for improved range and efficiency. You get...
Not a fan of the wheels. I love their little emblem though.
Red brake calipers somewhere in there. Hard to see.
This one's got a red.
This car has the chrome surround for the windows, which I like, but you can get in black, which does look a little bit more...
See, look, super customizable.
Sporty and modern. This paint is called Mamba Green. And it looks wicked, especially against this white backdrop. Down the sides, the 4S has black side skirts and it's black underneath the mirror there as well. There's some vents there, but this is where I'm going to have to deploy the frozen car wow stick, well, pole of truth. Doesn't matter that it's a pole. We're near the North Pole anyway, so that vent is fake, god damn it. Right, moving around the front. The design of the bonnet, once again, very 911-y, but the light design is completely new. Look, it's super cool, isn't it? And we've got...
Look, that is just, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful car. I will give it that 1,000%. But even at the price tag, I would get a Tesla over it. But if I had vast amount of wealth, I would 1,000% own this as well.
LED headlights are standard, though. These are the upgraded matrix LEDs. These vents are real, though. Thank God for that. I almost fell over. So there you go. That's the design of the Taycan. Love it. Though I almost broke my neck then by trying to explain it to you. The inside just feels like an even more high-tech.
I love it. High tech is what he's about to say, but I love it. I love it.
Tech 911. So you've got all your driving information there.
The dash, look at that, the center console, like, you see this, like, I love it. I think it's got the 2 things. I don't really know, like, how useful this is. I think I watched Ben Sullins or with Teslanomics do something with it, and it doesn't offer that much, but it's really nice. Like, I love it. It's got that really futuristic touchscreen feel.
You've got a main screen there, you've got climate control on screen down there. There's even an optional screen for the passenger, and you can obviously toggle between different functionality on all the screens. Then there's the quality, which makes a Tesla feel a bit cheap. My favourite thing about it, though, is that they've...
That is one thing that a lot of people will say, you know, Teslas look really nice, but I've definitely heard that their interiors are cheap. Again, not knocking them. I know y'all hitting that thumbs down, but that's completely okay. Go on ahead and do it. Y'all, you're free people. Do what you want. I love it. But I do, like, I feel like they definitely have that, like, premium interior. They've been doing it for eons, and by eons I mean just a while.
Design the seating position to feel just like a 911. You are slightly higher up because you sat on the batteries, but the way you look out through the windscreen, the wide expanse of dash, and the fact that you can see the wings
does just feel like a 911, and I love it for that. As this is a 4-seater car, I need to talk about rear seat practicality, but my driver seems to be having a little bit too much fun.
Bro, I really thought that was like his kid.
Regardless. So, I thought it would be as big in the back as a Panamera, but it's not. It's a smaller car. Knee room's actually good.
Yeah, I think I could fit in the back seat.
The main issue is headroom. I think if you're over 6 foot, you're going to struggle a bit.
I'm
it doesn't
definitely
really matter
going to
whether
struggle.
or not you've got the glass roof. It's optional, by the way, the glass
I like that they did that. I love like the glass roofs. That's definitely the new wave.
roof, because that doesn't eat into headroom any more than the normal standard metal.
I like it, I think, because my liner on my car is coming down and touching my head. And that's like really annoying. So glass roof.
The problem is that you've got about 600 kilos of batteries sat underneath the car for a low centre of gravity. That means that the rear seats need to be raised up a bit. So that's always going to impact headroom. Other practicality features, the seats are quite snug, so they hold you in place when your driver's being irresponsible. Jerry.
I really like the seats.
Can you try and be...
But, I don't know. I love white interior. I'm going to say it.
A little bit more sedate, mate. So, what else have we got back here? Let's talk door bins. There's door bins. Room for bottles. Back windows.
Premium.
Go all the way down, do they? No.
Is there any car that the back windows go all the way down? Let me know in the comments below.
They don't. We've also got climate control.
For the back seat? That's lit.
Down there, it's a touchpad.
Yo,
like your phone, really.
You got a touch screen for your own butt.
Very easy to use. And then there's some USB connectors down here.
Premium. Tons of cars like have like stuff like that, but they definitely don't look as clean as that. Nor do they have like touch for your butt
As well.
to be warm.
And this is the hardest demonstration of rear seat practicality that I've had to do in any car ever. Right, that's enough. Can we stop now? Can we stop? I think I've
He looked at the camera. He was like, "Bro, you ruined my fun."
I'm starting to feel as green as this car's paintwork.
I'm starting to feel. Look, oh my God, these guys are great.
One of the problems people have with electric cars is the time it takes to charge them. So I want to see how quick you can charge the new Taycan. Trouble is...
Okay, yeah, so charging time, honestly, like, another thing is that apparently it's supposed to be at 350, but instead it only charges at 250, I want to say it's volts or kilowatts. I think it's kilowatts, 250 kilowatts per hour or something like that, I think. I don't really know. But like it was 100 less than what they said it would be, and that's got people. But they said that 350 would be possible in an update, is what I heard. So
we've still got quite a lot of charge left in the battery, and I want to do it from empty to 80% full. So my driver's having to go around and do donuts to just empty the battery. I'm obviously got out of the car now because I was feeling too sick earlier. I'm glad I'm not in there. Right, we've pretty much emptied the battery. There's 6% left in it, so we're going to charge it. The time now is 2:53, and you can see it's pretty much dark. It's like it's night time.
You know what? If he means like 2 in the morning, it looks pretty bright.
Car can charge.
Might be the camera or color correction though.
At 270 kilowatts, and this...
That is clean, okay. Some of the EVs and their little charger openings, beautiful. That's what engineers work their entire lives for.
This cable can provide 270 kilowatts, so we're going to time it. Let's see how long it takes to get to 80% full. I'm going to do this. Right, we're in. It's good. Now I'm going to go off and have a poo.
Low key, he reminds me of like the Linus Tech Tips for cars. That's the vibes I'm getting. Probably just gonna skip this. He actually recorded that part. Imagine. He's like, bro, he's like, bend down and he's like, put the camera on the ground and get me pulling my pants down.
Because if you're going to drop a significant amount of...
Is this man watching his own video?
Oh, this is really even.
This is dope. So it's been a little over an hour. Did they just hint at him being in there for an hour?
Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I expected, though. So did the car. You see, it should have charged to 80% full in around 23 minutes, which would have been about 3:15. But there has been a problem with the cable. It was only charging at a maximum of 160 kilowatts. So it actually took about 20 minutes longer than I thought. So did 80% full at 3:35. That's still pretty quick though, isn't it, when you think about it? And
if, in theory, on any electric vehicle, you can go from about 0 to 80 in 20 minutes, that's like not even that big of an inconvenience. Truly. Unless you're like super big, rich, some guy, and every minute of your life is worth like $1 billion.
And really, most rapid chargers in the UK only charge at 50 kilowatts, so that would take about 75 minutes to get to 80% full. And if you're charging at home on an 11 kilowatt home wall charger, you're really going to have to do it overnight because that'll take about 9 hours.
There's no way. Not on an 11, not on a 110. No way. 9 hours, way longer.
I want to just cover off a few more items of practicality, in particular the boot. I love how you open it by pressing this hidden button. The opening though is quite small, and the
power lift gate
capacity is 366 litres, which
Show me the
isn't
front.
that big really. We've got our camera stuff in there.
Show me the front.
Yeah, my special Audi bag. Speaking of which, the boot capacity on an Audi RS7 is 535 litres, and if you click on the pop-out banner up there, you can watch my full in-depth video review of that car. However, what the Audi doesn't have is a front boot. Yeah, look, which obviously I'm going to have to get in.
Front's a Tesla only thing. Wow. That's steep.
Yes, it's not as big as the front boot on a 911. And if you want to see my full in-depth video review of the Porsche 911, click on the pop-out banner up there. I think I'm stuck. Help. Help me, Jack. Jack. I'm going to need help. Dude.
He is 100% the Linus Tech Tips of cars. Now I know why people wanted him to review it. Now I know why people were excited when he did. That's hella fun. That's so cool. Look, it's a beautiful car. Overall, like I personally, I definitely think that it's good. All EVs are good, 100%, because they raise the bar for each other. So, you know, you've got that premium tier. This car's going to sell. Somebody's going to buy it. You're going to see one of these. However, you know, how many, not for sure. Just like Alfa Romeo, I want Alfa Romeo to make EV. As far as I know, they haven't made one yet. I guess that's like on the trend of like luxury cars. But like Porsche has vast amounts of wealth, and they could definitely do insane amounts with like battery research, and they could definitely catch up with Tesla technology. It would take a while. Tesla's continually innovating, doing insane things, but that isn't like, you know, the point. The point is it's a good car. It's definitely like worth buying if you have the money. Is it competitive with the Teslas? No. But it is a nice, beautiful car, and it's an EV. It's a Porsche EV for those that want to step away from gas. And so that's what matters. And it's a beautiful car. It is absolutely breathtaking. Very well designed. It's got an amazing interior, and on its own right, like, it's definitely deserves some props. And so many people hate on it. And like I said, like, if I had vast amounts of wealth, I would 100% own one of these. Cause like I want all cars, but I don't, like, the next time I get a car, I don't want it to be a gas car. I don't ever want to own a gas car, like, ever, cause they suck, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely 100%. I love the car. I love Tesla. I love Elon Musk. But I love this car. It's a beautiful car, and I think that, like, that it deserves some love. So Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. If you're mad of what I've said, hit that dislike button. Get your feelings out. And leave me comments below on what you guys thought and what you guys would like to see going forward. Thank you.
All